Good morning, friends. Today we are recording 10th episode of Life and Times of Captain Kumar. पिछले एपिसोड में हमने देखा था how he got injured on his maiden voyage to Japan and after that how he came back to India to recover and recuperate in Pune जहाँ उनकी फिजियोथेरेपी हो रही थी. In this chapter we will see how this recuperation time at Pune gave his family ample time to find a girl for him to get married and how Captain couldn't escape, for which he jokingly blames his broken leg that didn't allow him to escape. Good morning, Captain. The floor is yours. We are all eager to hear your story.
Yeah, so every day I go with my father's driver to the hospital for an hour or so for treatment in the army hospital. There they put wax on my feet and make me do exercise. One day there were three orderlies. I said I had a Navy orderly. He told me, "Sir, Miss Manyar is taking special care of your leg." I said, "Very good. My leg will be all right very soon." He said, "No, sir. She has been to brigadier. She has come to my level now. Be careful, sir." So I laughed, So I came home, and when we were playing cards, I told this to my sisters. What happened is, and they got worried. They said, "This boy will get hooked by some. He has finished everything, and now he's on top of the world, and he will get caught by somebody." So they told my parents, that get him married. My father had a sister's son who was brought up by him. He was there. He was working for a salesman in a medical factory, Skips India. He told him, "See, find a girl for him." So he brought his own sister-in-law, who was not married in the family. He was married in a very well-known family in my community, who was owner for Vishwabharati Insurance Company, and where all these celebrities like Savarkar and Atri and Pula Deshpande used to visit him. So they brought his horoscope, and my father had some knowledge, and he brought a pandit, and he said, "It's very good, very good. They get matched, so you should get married to her." The first question came in my life, should I get married? Then I realized I had seen captains crying in their old age because they had no company, they were lonely. So I said, I should get married. Then I said, "Whom should you get married?" "I don't know anybody." I said, "It's better to go with family's advice, because if there is any problem, they will sort it out." That's why I decided. So
Arranged marriage.
Arranged marriage. I told him, "How do I know this girl is?" My father selling the horoscopes are matching. How do I know? So I took the car with my driver, and I went to Kingsford, the priest there. He was a young fellow, very well known. 3 o'clock in the afternoon, I went and knocked on his door. He was staying next to the temple. He says, "Yes, my friend, what can I do for you?" I said, "I have a big problem." So, "What is your problem?" So I told him, "My father has brought these horoscopes, and he says it's very good. Can you see whether they match?" He said, "Don't show me her horoscope. Show me yours. From your horoscope, I'll tell you what sort of girl you will get." He said, "She will have a long nose. She will have a curly hair. She will be with complexion, and she will be very stubborn, very stubborn. Go and see this girl. If that is the thing, that's in your destiny."
Oh.
So he told me that. Then I came home and I decided, okay, let me go and see her. So after 10 days, I told my father, okay, I'll go and see her. I came to Bombay. My cousin, who had now transferred to Bombay, he took me to Maharashtra Electricity Board, where she was a translator of budgets. So she came down. I saw her coming down in Fort area. I thought, my God, long nose. Oh my God, with complexion. Oh my God, curly hair. I got so nervous,
This is it.
So he took us to the Nanking restaurant in 12:30, 1 o'clock it was. So I said, "You go and both of you have lunch, and then you decide what you want to do." And I'm going to office. He went to office, and I was so stunned. Then we ordered soup. I ordered shark's fin soup. She ordered pea soup. So when the bearer came, he put it opposite. So I said, no, this is your soup. He said, no, this is my soup. I said, you asked pea soup. So this is your, no, this is my soup. I said, mar gaya.
Stubborn.
I was so nervous that I told, it was around 2:30, 3 o'clock, and Deccan Queen was leaving for Pune. So I told her, drop me at the station. And I did not even pay for the taxi. And she dropped me at the station. I came home. Then after a week, I said, okay. So I wrote her a letter. My answer is yes. If your answer is yes, I'm coming so and so date to Bombay. You be at the other station. You come and meet me there. And she came home at 4 o'clock, and she saw my letter. And I was arriving at 5 o'clock. She came running with my cousin brother, to the station. So I thought the answer is yes. So everybody was happy. Next day there was a big party in their house, celebration and all. After a few days she said, but I wanted to discuss with you. I said, it's too late now. Everybody, you can't turn the case now. So after that, this is how I got engaged to her. I was not ready for marriage because I still finishing my treatment in Pune. And so I said, we'll marry after some time. And then she used to write letters to me very often, where she used to write in Marathi, a very nice handwriting. I don't understand Marathi, so I had to ask my father, what is this? What is this? Hruday, Hruday, Hruday. He said, that means her heart is spelling for you.
And you ask your father?
My father, if I could tell, she's saying Hruday, Hruday, Hruday. What is Hruday? So that's how. So that's how. So when I was there for 5 months in that, and then I came to Bombay.
So this was, at what age was this?
This was 25.
You were 25.
25 plus.
You were 25 plus.
Yeah.
And she was prepared for you being away from home for long times on the ship.
Yeah. I just came to, but I mean, she was herself was very
being
busy.
a sailor's wife, so to say.
Yeah, that's right. Yes. So that's how it went on. And then, of course, I went on again went back to the shipping company after my leg was okay. I was on Nicobar, state of Nicobar. That was a passenger ship running between Calcutta and Nicobar Island monthly. I did few months there. After that, I got command. In 1960, I got command.
And when did you get married?
I got married in 60 December.
60 December. So you were engaged in?
Engaged in 59 December.
Acha, okay.
We got to know each other. But she herself was very busy because she was on All India Radio as a commentator. She used to conduct talks, and she was also translator of budget for the Maharashtra government from English into Marathi. Sorry.
So how did the marriage go?
I got married in Khar. I joined State of Bombay. Then I took 1 month leave. As a chief, first time they took me as a chief officer on the State of Bombay. It was a passenger ship before I got command. And I took 1 month's leave to get married. So when I got married, it was at Khar only, on the 10th floor in the Gujarati school. And at the marriage, I got 3 telegrams from all over the world. Congratulations, because I told all my friends I'm getting married. But what happened? They wanted to know how I got suddenly engaged, you see. So first came from Calcutta, other came from London, one came from Chennai. So my brother who was opening the telegram, he got curious. He said, what are you going to say? Why they are asking what happened? I said, I'll tell them. He said, what are you going to tell them? I said, I'll tell them I had a broken leg, I couldn't run fast enough. he got more nervous.
Okay.
That's how we got married.
Great.
We could stop here.
Okay. So now we join our group here. You can see the Carter group here. Hello, good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. So this is what we do after the walk. Now that our captain is married, he's going on a honeymoon naturally on his next voyage. So we'll see that in our next chapter. See you then. Goodbye and take care. Please like, share, and comment. Thanks for watching. Goodbye again.